Welcome, welcome, Libra. We're going to get started here with your tarot card reading. So we are going to do a tarot card reading. It's going to be a general monthly tarot card reading. We're going to get straight into it. All the information about my tarot cards and my reading for general January 2022 will all be in the details box. And at the end of this video, I go over everything. But I'm just going to get straight into the readings because this reading is for you guys. And you don't want to hear a bunch of, words in the beginning. You want to hear our reading. So we're going to find out currently where you are as a state of mind, finding out a little bit about your love life, the month of January, as well as money, finances, work, health, spiritual, emotional, you name it. We're going to get into some things. We're going to work some things out. So by the end of it, we'll find a likely outcome or a future movement, future energy of movement forward, or finding yourself still, or finding yourself almost even stepping back into the past, but we're going to find out. And Merry Christmas, by the way. It is Christmas. All right, Libra. Also, when you get to the end of this reading, you're going to find a video, and it's going to be about right here. You're going to go ahead and you're going to click on it, and it's going to take you to your love predictions, and those will be for January also. All right, Libra. Oh, good place to be, Libra. Currently in a place where you're kind of releasing some stuff. You're releasing some harsh judgment. You might be releasing this harshness, these thoughts or these feelings related to being judged, or something to do with you judging another person. But they are being released, and currently you have that going on. And that's a lot of forgiveness, and that's a lot of compassion. So that's currently where you are as far as energy goes. Because when you're doing the work of letting go of any judgments against others, or letting them let those things go, and you being forgiving and compassionate enough to keep your arms open to that person, that's where you're at currently. So that's not a bad place to be, especially when it's Christmas time. 'Tis the season. We should always be doing this shit, but that's besides the point. I said what I said. All right. 5 of Cups. Okay, love-wise, you're dealing with somebody who might be a water sign. Let's see. Might be something else here. You are dealing with a... You're dealing with a water sign. Definitely in a relationship with this individual, but in January you're going to be feeling like things aren't turning out exactly how you thought they would turn out, especially when you were kind of at the end of a situation or the ending of a phasing as far as your love relationship goes. You just feel like it's kind of time to move on and kind of get into more of the positive of the situation, and kind of get away from the situation and how it was laying for a little bit there, because you both, or one or the other, were kind of consumed with being upset about fucking everything. Like, you even picked your nose in front of this person, they'd get upset, or vice versa, however this resonates for you. Okay, so just kind of like crying over spilled milk, crying over a little bit of creamer or whatever, however it goes. I would cry if it was my coffee, I'm just saying. Okay, but it is at the ending of this phase, but that's in January. You'll see the ending of that. So you kind of wanting to move and take some more steps into a positive is super rich. It's amazing. And that is going to be in January. So you do have that upcoming, and I'm not going to go too much over your love life. Again, we have that reading that you can check out that will be uploaded straight away right after this general reading. All right, we're going to find out about your finances, honey. All right, we got some movement with finances. So as far as your finances, you're not always doing what's right with your finances. You're not always, it's lagging in energy. You want like movement forward. You want like to be in the space where you're forever changing with your finances and your money. You're in a place where you're, pretty content, but you do know, as far as finances, when you get up in January, you're going to be feeling like you need to stand up for what you believe you should be doing with your money, what you should be doing with your money bag, and the way that you should be doing it. And you're going to try and stand up for those types of things because you think it's fair, you think it's just. But take a deeper look, because it might not be. Okay, so however you're dealing with your finances or your business or work life, or however, just know that just because you think it's right and just, you think that it's fair, may not be fair to somebody else. So standing up for what you believe in is super powerful. It's super important, Libra. But what I want you to understand is that it's not always fucking right. It's not. Like, it's not always right for that person around you. It's not always right for the bill collectors or, you know, your boss or whatever the fuck it is. But what I want you to do is I want you to take a clear look at your budget and say, is this fair for me? Or is this fair for who I am around? Is this fair for me and those people I am around? Maybe take another look, because that will be lagging in January, and or lagging a little bit in energy in January. So I want you to double check on your finances, you know, set an intention for the rest of this month and getting into January, because this will be something that will be brought up. You think it's fair? Yes. But are you looking at it just from your lenses? Is it just fair for you? Like, I want you to take a deeper look into that, okay? So we've got our 8 of water also. We're going to get into our health. Okay, so you are trying to connect to something deeper, something more meaningful. Definitely trying to spiritually grow. You're very good in a spiritual way. Health-wise, you want to make sure in January you're checking in, because you do have you're kind of on a search to feel better physically. You're kind of on a search to feel better mentally and probably spiritually. So on all levels of health, you are going to be in a place where you're searching for a better sense of living. So you want to feel better. That's what you want to do. And that's going to come up in January. And so that is high in energy, and it's going to be pretty successful. I don't see anything turning out wrong there. Okay, let's get into your spiritual. So you are unable to kind of push forward as far as your spiritual stuff. So you do have some decision making in January, and you're kind of stalling on those types of things. And it might have to do with a relationship or, you know, staying within a commitment. But spiritually, you want to make sure that you're cooperating with your own self. Really trying to, this is just confirming that you wanting to search for something to feel better, connect mind and body, is completely confirming to me that you're going to have some decisions to make according to this. But it's like, you're just kind of sitting around like, I don't really want to make movement on this. I don't really want to, like, you know, bother this very much. But I'm telling you now, you should probably move forward, okay, and make a choice. All right, because if you get into a place where you're forced to make a choice, it's going to be an unwise one. With this 5 of Swords, learning what you can from the situation, but you want to review everybody's motives in the situation. So something will be coming up, something that has to do with conflict. It's going to have to do with loss, and something that will like feel damaging to you, especially spiritually. You'll just feel like shattered. And this does not mean that it's something relationship wise. It doesn't mean that it's another person. It just means that there will be a situation in January that you're going to have to experience, and it's going to have nothing fun about it. Okay. So in January, when these decisions come up and you need to make them, and you're already in the process of trying to better yourself, don't wait for someone to make you or force you to make a decision, because it'll be the wrong one. So I'm telling you to take a review of what you're deciding, choose, and move forward, because you're going to be in a place where it's going to suck anyway. Okay. That's going to suck anyway. And it's not to give you anxiety or to make you fear anything, but this is something that we should always address. Always try to evaluate everything going on around you and all of the people that are around the situation that you're going to be dealing with, challenge wise. You want to make sure that you're checking in with their motives. Okay. Likely outcome here for January for Libra, for January 2022. It's an upright card. That does not mean anything usually. All right. Lots of communication stuff going on this time. Lots of intuition. Okay. And a lot of clear thoughts and clear, you just have like a clarity about you in January. And that's the likely outcome here, is just feeling that clarity. Okay. Let's get into. Okay, so this is 7 of water, 3 of air, is definitely confirming to me that you're going to be in a place where you need to make a choice. Again, this is just confirming the choices or the changes, all right? And as far as it being as ideal or as secure as you would think that it would be, it will feel less and less, okay? But there will be a little bit of sadness that comes with this, but just making sure to forgive yourself in the process, forgive others in the process when you're running through the situation that you might come across. I want you to make sure that, because these decisions are super fucking complex, I want you to make sure that you do all of the research that you need to make a choice. Even if that means picking out the right nail polish, make sure you evaluate, check in with the motives of everything going on around it, and make your choice. But do not procrastinate, Libra, because this is something that you don't want to be forced into. You don't want to force a decision on this because it's super important, and there's a lot of emotion attached to it and a lot of heart, and you want it to be as clear as you are expected to be anyway in January. So no matter how crazy this situation might get, you will be clear-minded about it because you are working on yourself as of right now. That's a complete and like obvious thing. All right, make sure to go check out all of your readings at Hangman Tarot, as well as your love reading that's going to pop up right about now. Hit subscribe, share, like, and follow on all of your social media, as well as check out mine in the description box below. And also any information about the reading will be there too. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your Christmas.